there, this is Kim, Marianne, and I'm Christy, and we're here with a special edition of Your Weekly 5. We're talking about certified pure therapeutic grade, CPTG oils.
Yeah. This is something I've become so passionate about as I started essential oil use. What is the difference between doTERRA and other essential oils that you might find out there?
Definitely.
Basically, the founders of doTERRA, they got together, they saw that essential oils were so beneficial for people. They were finding that in their practices, they were finding that with their family members, with themselves. They found that this was the missing link to help with so many of the health concerns of today. But they saw that there was also a problem with the industry. There's not a regulation there that keeps impure or unsafe oils out of the scene, basically. So you can have oils that have pesticides in them. Say that you have a field of lavender that's grown with pesticides, and it takes this much lavender to make one little bottle of essential oil. If it has a pesticide on it, then you are getting a concentrated bottle of pesticides.
It's not good.
And so there were fillers. It's possible for a company to have 10% essential oil and the rest fillers, additives, not even listed what they are, and then still call it a therapeutic grade oil. And so that can be really scary. There's also synthetics that can come into play. They can still be called therapeutic grade oils, even if they're synthetic. So there's just a lot of unknowns out there in the industry.
Absolutely.
So basically, since there was no regulation, the founders of doTERRA came up with a standard by which you would know that you're getting an oil that is undiluted, absolutely pure, free from pesticides, free from contaminants, all of those things, and that you're going to have consistent results. So basically, it's the standard by which you would want to see on every single bottle of oil that you're using CPTG.
Absolutely.
Look for it.
It's on everything. It's on everything. So the other really, really interesting thing is what doTERRA does is they use a third party. They bring out all the oils, they send it to a third party, and it gets all their testing done. That's not even related to doTERRA. So it just keeps everybody really accountable.
Yeah, it really does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, with that, you were just saying, what were you saying the other day about the third party?
Well, it's they use 7 tests that they're going through to make sure that everything's pure. They're making sure that the contaminants are out of it. It's just extensive testing, and I love that it's not done by doTERRA.
Yeah.
It's done by a third party. I think that's so important.
It
So
really
that
is.
you know that you're getting an absolute pure, undiluted, free of contaminants essential oil every time that you open up a bottle of CPTG.
Yes.
And the other thing that I love about what doTERRA does, you know, when I first heard about doTERRA and was taking the classes and educating myself about the oils, one of the things I had thought of was, well, where do they grow this? Do they have some farm somewhere?
Right.
And as I learned about it, it was so fantastic because it's where they source their oils. It's so important. They don't go to just one place to get all their oils. As a gardener, I know that even where I put a plant in my yard makes a difference in how well it grows, what soil it's in, how well it thrives. That's true of all plants. And there are certain oils that come from the plants that are going to grow better in some parts of the world than others. And so what doTERRA does is they find the very best place, for example, that lavender grows, or the very, very best place that vetiver grows. And they go to that area of the world to source that plant. And so that we can be assured that we're getting the plant that is the oil that comes from the plant where it grows in the very best climate, the very best soil. It's harvested at the right time so that we're getting the very best pure product from where the plant grows best in the world. And so their sourcing, to me, is just amazing.
It is amazing, and they can see this by chemically analyzing plant samples that come back. You know, and it even makes a difference what part of the plant is used.
Absolutely.
So sometimes the most therapeutic value is in a leaf, sometimes it's in a flower, but you have to make sure that you have a company that is on your side for finding the very best therapeutic value, that you're getting the right part of the plant even. I also love with doTERRA, with it being undiluted and no fillers, so you're not worried about a dangerous filler that you're not even aware of, right? So I love with it being totally undiluted, you're actually getting more for your money.
Yes.
Because if you're buying
That's
a product that's the same size bottle, but it's diluted, it's only 10% oil, you're actually paying more for that inferior product.
Absolutely.
That is so true.
And then you get to use doTERRA with whatever, if you like to use it with coconut oil, great. If you like to use it with olive oil, you know what you're putting with it.
It's your choice
as
how
a
you
dilution.
do it.
Exactly. I love it. Sometimes I'll take a lotion because I want to use just a plain unscented lotion and put whatever oil I want with that, and I create my own. But I know what I'm adding is the pure oil.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like a little plug in for how they source. I was looking on the internet after the Arbor Vitae oil came out. And I saw that there was a website that warned that it had a neurotoxin in it. So if you use it, you only use a little bit of it. And that concerned me. I don't want to put a neurotoxin on my children.
Right, no, that's not good.
And so I actually came to find as I did a little more research that doTERRA was so good at sourcing, they chose the right species that has no neurotoxin. So once again, they're working for you. They're able to find the right essential oil that is safe for you and your little ones.
Yes.
And that's because they do so much research and testing of the products that you know that what you're getting is the very best out there.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely assured. And the other thing they do that I think just like, it warms the heart. But I feel so good about this. They're really good about co-impact sourcing.
Absolutely. I love that part of doTERRA because years ago I worked in Guatemala and I saw, as a nurse, I saw the poverty and many of the problems as a result of that in these villages in Guatemala. And it's so wonderful that wherever doTERRA sources those that they are providing fair pricing directly to those individuals who are working out in those fields. And they are literally transforming some of these third world villages and providing a wonderful source of income for them as well.
Cutting out the middleman.
Yeah,
exactly.
So they go right to the grower. They pay the grower. They listen to the concerns and the things that are coming with the grower. If you have that kind of relationship, you're going to get a better product.
Yeah,
that way too. Getting rid of the middleman.
Absolutely.
And so
it's not needed.
Yeah.
So the oils are a blessing to us, but they're also a blessing to all those people who are working so hard to make sure that we get the oils as well. So I have to think of them when I'm using my vetiver of those people in Haiti that are down there working so hard in the fields and doing all that work so that we can have these amazing products.
Absolutely. I have so much peace knowing I look on the bottle and it's the CPTG. I know that I'm going to be able to use this on my children and not worry.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.